a beautiful day. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. We'll see y'all next week.
It's been a good show. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Next week, let's get with clicks and magnets to everybody. You got to show up on Monday. Get your clips and magnets. It's a long ass fucking intro.
Whoa.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week. Homegrowers Network. Throw it down. Where we at? What's in the comments? What the network, right? GTC Network, Homegrowers Network. Let's get the comments going crazy right now.
We in the building. Spooky got energy. He ain't smoke yet.
I just drink hella coffee, bro. You got me for like 30 minutes.
Oh, God. Bad
about
as
to-
me. I don't drink that shit at night no more. Shout out to the comments, man.
Josh and Debbie, if you guys could click that link right there, come and join us over here on YouTube. I just shared the link live on Facebook and now it's in the house.
In the house. Let's go.
Man, how's
Go
it
ahead.
with you?
So, random question: did the in-house, like the name in-house, just come from you guys working with stuff in-house, or is it as simple as that, or is there more complex?
No, there was a couple of names that was kind of mowed over, like almost called Firehouse. I have to think about it, but yeah, there was a couple. But there was always a kind of a ring to in-house, but also at the time we were growing, basically unique strains, like shit that you couldn't really find anywhere. And then really a lot of like OG strains, because at the time it was like super difficult to grow and maintain, We're kind of basically doing stuff instead of growing what everybody else was growing. We've always been on the search for stuff that we knew that was gonna be quality and fire.
Hell yeah! Just a random question.
Spooky, same question.
Same question. I just needed. I went online and I was looking for information and I wanted to be a part of the community, but I was like, I'm not putting my government name on on this, so I was like, okay, so I need I'm gonna operate as this. I was watching like Netflix a lot, and there was a show like On the Block or something. It's like a Hispanic gangsters type of storyline, right?
Yeah.
That's where Spooky
and then
Gomez came from.
yeah, there's a gangster. His name is Spooky. So
He didn't even want you to know his ethnicity.
So then I just roll with it. My name is Spooky Gomez. That I was just going as that, and then it just evolved into what it is right now.
Holy shit.
But at first, my profile picture was just like that guy from the show. Yo, what up, Trey?
Oh, people can see me.
Yeah, we can see you. I'll add Tino in right now too.
All of y'all here right now. Ooh, Tino too. I've been waiting for you, Tino. I've been looking for you all day.
What I do?
So, everybody knows about the shark mouth situation, right? Like the dry process. So
What?
for the last 5 days, I've
It's
been
dry
putting it to
tech.
the test.
Uh-huh.
I'm blown away by the results.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
on the fifth day. I'm on the 5th day.
Oh,
The weed comes right off the stem, like it snaps. I don't know if y'all seen that. It snaps like right off, right? Weed still is sticky. It doesn't have any hay smell at all. I smoked a blunt of it earlier. It burnt just perfect.
But does that bend that stem, snap that stem right now?
Listen. Now listen.
If it works, it works. I'm not trying to say
no,
nothing.
just listen. It bends right.
Different strokes for
Now if I
different folks.
bend it back this way, it snaps
Okay.
completely off. Like it snaps.
No, it did snap. It snapped.
snaps. Like
Yeah.
so, the only thing that's really is the fibers that are
You
right
can't
there.
knock it till you try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have
No, and I do
tried,
something
you know what I
similar
mean?
to it. I just don't go as high over 70 degrees like he does.
Well, I tried it. And
Yeah, no, that's dope though, because that cuts cuts it like 5 days. So it's just as good as a 10-day dry, huh?
Yeah. So
Let's
as I
go.
got to the very end of the roach, I started to kind of get like that wet roach taste, like you're smoking a little bit of wet weed. So
Right.
probably throw it in the jar for about 10 days and burp it, and get it to where it's at. It should be perfect. But I was shocked by the results. Cause me personally, I'm like, nah, that shit gonna be hay. So I didn't do a lot of the
No doubt, or even if you just left it for one more day and got it a little bit drier, you know what I mean? I know he says just the 5 days or whatever, but
yeah,
the real key to getting it like that perfect cure is having it go into that jar really dry on the drier side. You know what I
right.
mean?
No, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, I don't believe
That's
it.
dope though. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna try it out now.
Try it out, man. Try it out.
Because I mean, I've always hated on the 60-60. I'm a 50-70 guy. I don't go under 50.
Yeah.
I don't go under 50. I don't go over 70. That's just how I've always done it. But I tried the 60-60 and I've done the 3-week dries and all this and I do. You're asking for problems like in just different ways. Like you lose the terps. You're looking for mold, different things. I just don't. And it's just not ideal for most people like that have a regular garden to pull that off. It's just not realistic. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
That's cool. I mean, that's good because I always been a hater on that one thing too. The what is it called? It's the food dehydrator, but it's
my herbs now.
yeah, herb now dryer, right? But for some people, that works better than what's in their environment and what they're doing. And if it works better for you, then nobody can tell you nothing. That's
Herbs now.
everybody's different. If you live in one of these super humid states and you don't have the room and environment to be able to get the humidity down, well, yeah, that thing will probably put you out a better product.
No,
But that's awesome that you did
I
it.
just knew it was gonna either just be.
What did you think? You didn't think it was gonna come out or what?
Nah, I was like, it's gonna taste like hay. There's no way it could be like that in 5 days. I was like, there's no way.
That's what I was trying to tell him too. I was like, look, I believe that it'll be dry, but is it gonna be as good as like what we consider like connoisseur and like as the best dry? Is it the best? You know what I mean? And what you're saying is like it's a little better that it can be up there with it. That's awesome,
bro. It's loud too. Like
yeah.
it still looks like
it's all about keeping those terps.
It
Max,
still
hit
looks
that
like
link.
it was grown on the plant. Like it was still grown. Like it doesn't look like it lost any color. It doesn't look like it really lost any size.
Did you hang the whole plant or do you hang branches?
I do branches.
'Cause I think that's gonna play a factor too. Because I hang whole plant, and when I hang whole plant versus hanging branches, it's definitely different.
Yeah, I like to do branches. I don't like whole plant.
Sorry, I'm
I
late.
can see where whole with the whole tree compared to just branches could make a big difference or a big swing in that.
Yeah.
Right, it doesn't dry out as fast.
Mm-hmm.
It takes longer to dry out a whole branch. I've been doing whole plants now just because it's easier, but it takes a little longer. But I've been doing my 50-70, getting around 7 to 10 days, and I feel like I have like a 3-day window when I can pull it at any time. And
And now,
that
is this your
was
friend?
good for me because I'll be doing one plan, then I got other shit to do. I'll come back and do another plan.
And now, is this your friend?
You guys
What's
all
up,
know her?
I never met her yet. Hi. Hi.
She's one of the original people from the One World, One Plant.
No, I heard she's Blazing Jeans, OG Blazing Jeans.
Blazing James.
That was a cool
Yeah.
project. We should bring that back.
And so but yeah, I know she's got a pretty diverse garden behind her. Like a couple months ago, she sent me a picture of some cotton. She's like, I think I'm gonna make a sweatshirt. I grew this in my tent. And there's a big pile of cotton.
Oh,
I
shit.
have my cotton to show you guys.
Oh, nice.
Well, let's go.
What all are you growing in there right now?
Okay, so at the moment, so I just germinated some carrots, and there's also a bunch of coleus in there. I like doing coleus because it's like such a nice texture and like color. Like they're all different. I got like a big pot. I threw a bunch of seeds in.
That's cool.
Actually got a Slurricane 7 in there. Brandon, I finally get to run the 7. I always run the 9. And then there's a staghorn fern in there. I had that staghorn in my flower tent, but it was like too dry in there.
Oh yeah.
So I had to take it out. I gotta find other stuff. I'm gonna put some more cactus and stuff in there. So yeah, I do all kinds of stuff. So here with the cotton, so like I grew an heirloom variety and it was white and green. It's like a green hue to it.
Okay.
And so I found out I can get like 3 to 5 feet of yarn per flower. And they it was like a perpetual harvest. And so I guess they're photo periods. They must be, because just as in like the veg tent, they were on their 4th like continuous bloom by the time I put them outside. So they would flower, and then they would produce the cotton, and as soon as I would start harvesting, they would bloom again, like grow and bloom. But they still only got to like 2 feet tall. It was actually a very productive plant indoors. Enjoy it.
How'd you even come across to be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna grow a cotton plant?
Okay, so my family's from Alabama, and I went to a wedding there last September. And on the way back to the airport, we drove past a big old like cotton field, and I was like, I betcha I can grow that. And so like I ordered seeds before the airplane landed back here and started them like a week later. Well, I like to do random things indoors, like especially in the winter. So I figured out you can grow anything you want indoors. Like we control the environment. So last winter I did loofah across, like trellised up and across the ceiling of my lung room. I did melons the year before that. So this year I think I'm gonna do watermelons, like sweet, small sugar baby watermelons.
You're gonna do watermelons indoors?
Yeah, and during the winter time in my
Okay.
basement.
It's gonna be a hell of a plant.
Okay, so you have to remember that with like vining plants like that, you have to remember you're the boss. Okay, so like if you're not comfortable with like as many lateral branches, you can take them off. You can like lollipop them, not like cannabis, but you
heard how they took the watermelon and they grabbed like a pumpkin like on the side of it, and then it grows big ass watermelons.
I'm probably not gonna do that across the side, like giant. And like I could throw an HPS up here.
It was probably AI. I don't know.
There was a kid, like a high school kid, probably like 10 years ago, or maybe, about 10 years ago, that was able to get like some sort of hybridization between a strawberry plant and a cannabis plant.
Okay.
Down in Florida.
So what did he end up doing? Eating it or smoking it?
Yeah, right? I guess you could do either or.
They're like totally different plants.
That's
like
crazy.
blossom. I don't know. I'm growing hops this year outdoors. I started them indoors last winter, and I was actually super disappointed that they're not as terpy as I expected, but I heard you gotta wait for like next year.
Do you grow outside?
You get a lot of myrcene in the hop too, though.
Animatos.
There's like nothing. There's like no scent. I got citra hops, which I have. I like that. I've gotten like cannabis plants that like smell like just like citra hops. So I was like super bummed. I was hoping it would have like a stem rub or like anything. But now they're like full bloom, and there's male and female hot plants. I got a female. Still smells like nothing. So disappointed.
See, you gonna give it another try?
Well, okay, so I'm gonna let it, because it'll live where I am. So we'll see next year if it.
So I mean, that's a lot of diversity in a lot of work. I mean, why you just enjoy growing a variety,
So it's
or are you
the
looking for something in
experience.
particular?
I love the experience. Like, I'll just come up with something. Like, one time I was like, you know what? I never see people growing peanuts. I'm gonna grow some peanuts. And like, so that's like a whole college class I get to take about that plant now. And like learning how to like germinate it and then grow it, thrive, get it to bloom, fruit, seed, select the seeds. And then like, of course, I'm always preparing for the zombie apocalypse. So I need to learn how to grow these things.
Let's go.
So I can hunt in the future.
Is this only indoors, or are you growing outdoors too?
Okay, so I actually have my yard is like, my outdoor yard is like 30 square feet, I tell people, because it's like so small. I have way more space to grow indoors than I do outdoors. So that's kind of like a big part of that. Plus I have control issues and Mother Nature is difficult to work with. So it's much more fun to do inside, because like with the cotton. So I first posted that I was going to grow cotton. People were like, cotton weevils, you're going to get cotton weevils. Like, it's like, no, like for one, I'm growing in the wintertime. So like, how am I going to get a pest that's like not in my area? I don't have agricultural cotton farms anywhere near me that would have like this pest. It won't just like appear because I have the plant that they like, you know? So it's actually like a beautiful flower. It looks like a hibiscus flower. It's real big. Pink, white.
But I mean, for the people that don't know, you're a true, like, in the truest sense, a home grower, right? You know, you're taking initiative to grow, obviously, all the variety of plants and this and that. And what kind of got you started? Why did you start growing in the first place?
So cannabis was a gateway plant for me. And it was all like back in like early COVID, I'd like gotten thrips in my cannabis, because I've always had like, you know, like a few tents, and I gotten thrips, and my friend suggested predatory mites. So I introduced predatory mites, got rid of the thrips. And then I asked my friends, like, what can I do to keep the predatory mites happy and thriving and around so that they continue to do their job, even though they don't have the pest. The pest isn't here anymore. So somebody suggested dill flowers. They like to eat the pollen from dill flowers. And then that was just like, it was off from there. It was like, wow, there's like all these herbs, and then it's like companion plants and all these things. And then it's like, wow, I could literally grow anything because I control the environments here and like the soil that they're, the medium that they're in. Like, it's all about like mixing recipes, like cooking, you know, for the different plants.
So basically it's just an evolution of growing, and then and then a lot of the stuff's just coming out of necessity, right? So you're growing one plant to feed your beneficials, and then other plants that kind of basically challenge yourself on whether you can grow it or not, right?
Well, a lot of it was especially like early COVID and stuff, like I started doing like the herbs and things, because it was like, wow, like it's so easy to just go down to my basement to grab some cilantro and stuff, you know, because stores weren't there as often. And so, and then it was like, oh my God, I love sunflowers in the wintertime. I grow these like big old teddy bear sunflowers. They're a fluffy variety. And I do that specifically in the wintertime because like that makes me feel better to like have the colors and smells of flowers when like it's like gray and terrible outside. So then I started I've done like cherry tomatoes in my tents and done dahlias in my flower tents. Well, most plants seem to do better under a veg cycle than a flower cycle, but my flower cycle is different than a lot. I use 11 and 13, not 12 and 12.
Why do you do 11 and 13?
Okay, so I've been doing that for a really long time. So as you know, like I'm Mass Medical fangirl for life. So he got me onto doing that. And probably do it for like 6 or 7 years. So it saves on electricity. I also do 17 and 7 for veg. So that does help with as many lights. Like I got like a bunch of lights up here. But it also seems to finish plants a little faster, to be totally honest. And then it like, I feel like it brings out brighter expressions.
Okay.
Like because it's like a different kind of, I don't know.
What's your temperature fluctuations from when the lights are on to the lights are off?
Okay, so like during the day, my tents run pretty warm. They're like 85 during the day, and then like it's been nice lately. I haven't had the AC going for like the house, so it's getting to like 88 sometimes. It's starting to get a little too hot for me. But then it still doesn't drop down too bad, like in the low 70s when the lights are off.
Okay. And then do you get well, being in the Midwest there, do you got to fight a lot of humidity?
Okay, so the dehumidifier runs like a good 8 months out of the year. So, and then like once you get like everything kind of figured out, the season changes. So, but that's okay. So I've done a few things, which anybody in the Midwest, if you're in a basement, I am a basement dweller. This is something pretty cool. So my tents are up on platforms and bearings. They're up off the ground, so even though like it's cold outside, the concrete's cold, but like I don't set my pods, my tents like directly on the ground, because like it can increase like condensation, the temperature difference from like the concrete in the tent, and then like plus since it's the basement, there's like always a chance it could flood. Anything, no matter what you do, precautions at any point there could be water. So it's really nice to have them up on like the casters, even for cleaning. I can move the tents super easy, even with like a bunch of stuff in it. I got bricks like holding.
It's also good to have an air gap between it too. You know, so you're not trapping moisture in between the concrete and the bottom of the tent.
Yeah, because I don't know if any of y'all have tried to dry out the bottom of a tent, but it is a terrible, terrible process. It's so hard to do. So yeah, I really like that. I like telling people about that. Get your tents off the floor when winter's coming.
Also, yeah, you mentioned it too, but it makes it easier to shift them around and move them around if you need to.
Absolutely. Even like the 4x4s with all the lights in there and everything, I can just move it if I need to. Super nice feature. Highly recommend that upgrade.
So do you find like growing? I mean, growing is obviously seems to be a passion of yours, but do you like? We've talked before. A lot of people find it kind of like a very therapeutic, but even though it requires a ton of work in order to get the results that you're looking for, do you kind of feel the same?
Here, wow. I'll show you what I do. Therapeutic cannabis plants. This is one of the bonsais. So this one is actually pretty cool. It's had the nail in the stalk since like May.
I thought she had a real lizard.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that's a lizard.
That's a lizard.
It's not a real one, don't worry.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, yeah, she's way more organic than I thought.
I do have bioactive terrariums with lizards in them. So.
Okay.
So how long is it? How long you been training that?
Okay, so this was actually it was done in like May. Oh, I gotta cut that branch off. So yeah, so this was like done in May, and then it's flowering in my dining room because it's actually still it's on the reptile light right now, which is not enough.
So you just started training it and then putting it on a reptile light and just letting it run for shits and giggles, just for fun?
So I actually got like a few of these like upstairs, but yeah, so like sitting down and like taking like a clone or something, just like wrapping it up. So it's like really therapeutic. So like you just sit down and just kind of like trust your instincts. And
well, it's also too one of those things where trying new things and random things that you might come across or learn something new or discover something that you didn't know before. You know, I mean, like trying all sorts of different things. You know, you'd be surprised on what what you accidentally stumble across. You know, and that's always part of growing is never stop learning. You know.
Definitely. It's fun to see all the similarities and stuff. And like I say here, I'm like, just like mixing up the soil for houseplants the other day. I'm like, why don't we put more food in this? Like, it's like, so a lot of what I do, so I'm like a water only grower. Like, I'm so organic, I don't even give like anything in flower. And like, I got a plant right here.
Are you just mending your soil and top dressing it, or are you making KNF inputs, or what's your
None of that.
none, just water?
Yeah. So, well, this is a 91 octane. I don't know how you can see it. It stinks so good. It's so obnoxious. It's like
Nice.
bigger.
Flipping us off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, giving us the middle finger.
Oh, it's so loud. If you could smell it, it stings the nostrils and tickles the brain. It smells so good.
Yeah, we at some point they gotta come up with like smell-o-vision, you know,
Right. It's
right?
so
Where you
good.
put it up against your phone and you can smell it.
I'm so excited about this. I bought a jar of this at like a trapper event last fall, and I go to a lot of events, and not a lot of stuff like stands out, but like this, I was like, oh my god. Like I hit up the guy for a cut, but he didn't have it. Of course, you know, he just has the jars. And so I found I looked up on Seed Finder and found the breeder. Tried to contact the breeder and I got ignored, but I put it on social media. I think I put it on X. Like, does anybody know where I can find this? And one guy found like a random pack, like somewhere. And so I was so happy to get it because it's so good. It smells exactly what you would think. It smells straight up gas.
What was it again? I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, it's a 91 octane.
Okay.
It's from Exotic Genetics.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so for the water only, so timing a transplant is super important. Like super important for that. Like, I transplant, so I go from like a solo cup to like a 1 gallon, and then if I'm just running it for the first time, I'll do it in a 3. So like this 91 octanes in a 3 gallon because it's the first run. Because I want to see like how it does. Run it short and fast, you know. And then if I want to work with it or like next run, go in like 5. So it goes from like 1 to 5. Sometimes I'll do 7s. I just did a True Love in a 7. But of course, you know, bigger plant took up like almost the whole 10. But so then it's just like nutrient rich soil, and then so I let my plants I transplant and flip them like that same day, like that same night. So like I transplant them, throw them in the flower tent, and so they have like no veg in that soil. So like going from like 1 to a 5, they have like quite a bit to eat through. Well, I guess depending on the plant, this one's stretched a lot. But then I let them eat up what they're going like through the soil for the first half of flower, and then through the second half I let them eat up the leaves. So like this doesn't scare me, like when the leaves start like getting eaten up, and then like as the plant eats them, I pull them off, you know, like as they're done, as the leaves are done. So I feel it gives me like a great like expression of the plant with like no extra inputs.
Do you
So are
flower?
you basically kind of working on like perpetual harvest? So you're just harvesting something. You're harvesting a plant like every day or every other day, or
No, every day, every other day would give me too much. Like I'm a personal home grower, you know. Like,
yeah.
Mostly my material goes to like getting tattoos, like tipping, bartenders, servers. Those are like my favorite people. Kitchen staff, places, you know, like that's like my favorite way. And bartering. Probably the best, most adult thing I've ever gotten with my weed is the sewer rotted and scoped, you know.
Do you flower a seedling, or do you take a clone and then flower the clone?
Okay, I do like running from seed. Mostly it's clone, because I have a few keepers that I've had around for like 6-7 years or so. But I do like the surprise of running from seed. You know, like 'cause you don't really know what you're gonna get, and they're all kind of different, and so that's fun. Like different stuff. But I do have jars that I reach for all the time. Favorites, you know.
Do you have a preference? on whether you're going to run from clone or a seed?
Well, I guess it depends. So I want to do a more mainlining projects, and I got to use seeds for that. So I actually have been thinking about like popping more seeds because I like to try that again. I just did like a really fun one with like the branches all twisted and stuff, but the ended up being a male. I was like, why didn't I use stem seeds for such a like low project?
Some people in the chat might not know, but could you explain why you can't start from a clone? Some people might not know out there.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so when plants from seed, when they come up, like the nodes and stuff are like directly parallel from each other, but like once the plant gets mature, they're like off center. They're like nowhere. They're not like next to each other anymore. So like the main line, they like that symmetry at the beginning. So yeah, I need to start from seed again.
All right, everybody in the chats out there, make sure you guys are all joined in the main chat. Get over to the GTC Homegrowers. I have been spreading the link. If you need the link sent to you directly because it's not working, let me know. I know a couple people had that issue. And if you guys want to find any of her stuff that she has up, I have her X, Facebook, and Instagram all linked in the description of the live, so you can just click on them, follow her there. Check out all the cool stuff that she does.
Thanks, bro. And I don't think I've ever seen you, like, seen your face or anything.
We go live all the time, so. Oh,
and Tino left. I was going to talk to him because I grew his tester. I need to send him, like, more pictures.
He'll be back. He I think he went to soccer practice.
Yeah. We kind of jump in and out here. You're more than welcome to join this anytime you want, because it's kind of like we just do this on Thursdays, kind of hyper focus around ideas and growing and home growing and all that. And like a couple of weeks ago, we had Shark Mouse on, and we covered everything from clones to tissue culture to just general growing questions. So this is kind of more of a
dry tech,
yeah, more of kind of like a Thursday kind of hang out and just talk some shop. So it's pretty laid back.
Cool, guys. Thanks.
And it's been pretty fun. We've had some pretty good ideas, especially with the live chat. Like I don't think you can really see it on the screen, but I pull it up on the computer, and the chat stays pretty active and with a lot of good content and ideas themselves.
Yeah, so if you have a computer or like another device, maybe you could like pull it up on the YouTube, and then you can see all the chat.
Or sometimes if you turn your device sideways, it might show you the chat on the right. I know with iPads it does that. If you turn the device sideways.
Oh my God, where did they come from?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, if you got a smart TV, you can just pull it up on the TV.
And I was while you guys were talking earlier, I was pinning all their comments because they were dropping where they were from. They're dropping all over, like Crystal River, Florida. I could pin the comments on the bottom right there, and they show up to Southern Vermont, Pennsylvania, Yuma. Shout out Massachusetts, Kansas, Horsehead, New York.
Yeah. I saw that. It's a pretty good. Basically covered the whole country. Well, that's the cool part about this, though, is it covers not just the country, but Canada, the rest of the world, all around.
Who's out of the States? Drop a comment. Anybody?
We have a couple Aussies that pop in every now and again as well.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like Twisted and Spooky kind of stay live pretty often on YouTube, and then Boneyard stays live on Instagram, just as same as Tino does.
Try to.
You guys
stay
this
active.
Month is birthday month for Boneyard.
Boneyard's going crazy.
Catch him every day over on Instagram.
He's going so hard. Lid's yelling at me. He's yelling at me. I was like, "Why weren't you there?" He's like, "Yeah."
It's hard.
Yeah. Lid just basically be bouncing from giveaway to giveaway to giveaway. He's like the giveaway king.
He was just yelling at Spooky because he's sick of
Yeah.
missing all the free giveaways.
Mad at me because he wasn't there. If it was anybody else, he'd be mad that I'm letting him win and not being there.
Lit signs up for the giveaways he's a part of.
That ass.
He's a part of-
I did. I
Ain't that
posted
the
a
truth?
random giveaway for tonight. He was on there. I was like, how did he even find out about that?
He got like alert. And so, but yeah, so Trey, how long you been growing? I think it's been what, 5-6 years now?
So I've been growing cannabis for like 10 years. That all started because like the guy I was married to, his uncle, came up to us and asked if we had any seeds, and like I was like so thrown off by that. I was like, who keeps seeds that they find in bags? Like I was just like so naive and ignorant to like what people like actually did. And so like it's like, no, this like is actually a thing. So I'm glad he found some seeds. I'm so grateful he did. So then I started going over there and helping him with his plants. And he was kind of like the first mentor, like show me what to do and show up and like, you know, defoliate and then help him trim. And of course, like, you know, he'd end up with some seeds. So we'd have to take like the seeds out of his plants and whatever. It's like a while ago. And it's during Prohibition. And I ended up bringing home a few plants before he like stopped growing. And so like the first plants like I had at home were like Panama Red and Afghani. And so it was like a few ones. And there's like one my buddy grew. It was the Diesel Cross.
Yeah, it's been cool because I think I've known you for what, 5 years now?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about 5 years. But it's been cool to watch the progress and the process, and also too, it seems like everything that you do, you have a lot of enjoyment. You have a lot of fun with it, and then even with the setbacks, like you've had numerous social media accounts, like all of us, taken down. And you almost kind of essentially almost like start over. I see that you're getting more traction and getting more familiar with over on X, which is pretty cool.
That like I don't know what happened over at X though. Like it like slowed down. It's taken me probably like 3 months to get 100 followers. like it's like it's been. Like,
The thing is it's a different beast, but the following on X is a bit more centered. You know, it's like it's the reason why it's harder to get followers on X is because the vast majority of them are real people. It's not necessarily bots. You know, like Instagram. You know, will have. It's hard to maintain 10 or 15 X accounts where it's easy to maintain 10 or 15 Instagram accounts, kind of deal.
I'm like so scared to post on Instagram though. Like just with everybody having issues, because it's been like 2 years now that I haven't lost an account. Like knock on wood.
That's the point.
Just post it in the story. Don't do a post.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I'm like a notorious story spammer. So like because I take hundreds of pictures a day, like over so many things. So especially if I go to an event or something, it'll get kind of a lot. But it's all up for 24 hours. So if you have to go do other things, get burnt out watching my stuff, come back later. But
that's the plant she was talking about, the tester cross from Tino and In-House right there, the BMG to Blunicorn.
I did a whole like I tried a Sea of Green, but it wasn't like a true Sea of Green because they were all like different plants from seed. Like they would have to be more consistent because it was like all over the place. But it was.
Yeah, you're kind of like Spanish Dre. You don't take a clone or nothing. You're just like, no, I'll just run this. Don't even need to clone it. Spanish Dre's done that like 3 times already. Just found a super fire pheno and was like, yeah, I forgot to clone it.
There's the Mullen In-House I was talking about. She's got it in there dehydrating. My buddy freeze dries it. That's actually, I mix it in my joints. The Mullen has helped me and my wife with our little wheeze. She doesn't have to use her asthma pump every day. Like,
oh, cool.
Love the Mullen. Like I said, dry freeze though, amazing.
I don't have
on the Mullen.
Yeah. Yep.
I had a bunch of it grow. It grows every other year. It's like a biannual plant.
Yeah, you want to get it when it's flowering in the second year. What? Oh, I'm trying to show it. That ain't showing. There we go. It's like fresh green. You still get the little hairs and trikes that are on it when it's dry freezed. Unlike when you dehydrate it.
Cool.
So what is Mullen? What's the benefits of Mullen?
It helps your lungs. It helps clean your lungs. It helps your lungs have better expansion. Like
Okay.
now that I've been doing it on a regular for the past near a month, I feel that I can take better hits. I don't wake up with a wheeze every day. Like I thought it was all blah 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 forever. Cindy Paul in the comments right there. She's actually the one who turned me on to it. And then Chad actually was like, dude, I fucking can dry freeze it and send it to you. I was like, hell yeah, send it. I'll try it. Why not? And I'm telling you, my breathing in general, like my chest doesn't feel heavy all the time.
Okay. So you're just basically, yeah. So it's basically used for respiratory conditions, cough,
your head's-
bronchitis, asthma.
So I make a tea with it for my kid, like in the winter, like if he's got a cough, and I swear it's like kept him from getting pneumonia like last year and stuff. It like helps break up.
It really works too, man. It's not one of those myths, you know what I mean? Like you hear about some shit out there and you're like, yeah, whatever. Another fucking mushroom tea trying to get sold. Nah, this is real, and you can go pick it out of your yard yourself. It's probably
Yeah,
So Trey,
like,
did you grow it?
So it started growing in my yard. I started noticing it like the first year of COVID. And like it started coming up, and I made jokes like, "Oh, sweet, I got toilet paper growing in the yard because it's so soft." The leaves.
I'm telling you, in house, this is the stuff, man. I'm not one to be huge into that kind of shit, but this, I can breathe better, man. I can breathe better, and I haven't changed anything but adding. I do like a third of my joint mixed with that, like.
It's because your head is shrinking.
My head is shrinking. Wait, it might be. Hold on. Let me check the buttons.
So are you just grinding it up and then making a tea out of it?
I have, yeah. I dehydrate it in the oven, and then it's in like pieces in a bag.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good candidate to freeze dry, because you're freeze drying, you're able to preserve everything.
So fresh, like.
Can you make like a blunt leaf with it?
If you kept it whole, yeah. If you you can probably freeze dry. It gets a little brittle, like right now.
It's a little crumbly. Be careful.
Yeah. But if you cured it right, you could probably get it to do what you wanted it to do. Anybody out there smoking it like a?
Try it out.
We got to figure it out.
This is how I get ideas to do stuff.
I'm telling you,
yeah, what if you coated it? If you coated it in a light layer of rosin and then dried it out to a certain extent, that'll help hold its shape as you're rolling it.
But what if you like dry and cured it like a tobacco leaf?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. You can make a Canagar out of it, or whatever you want to go, Mullingar.
Somebody send me some leaves, man. Let's get busy.
Boneyard, where you at? I got some fresh leaves right now.
I'm in Washington.
The fresh ones, I mean,
in-house is down the street.
Listen,
send them to him.
UPS, third day ship. Boneyard, you could probably go somewhere in the woods around your house and find them. Find it.
Really?
It grows wild everywhere.
Show me a picture of it. Does it look like cabbage?
It looks like the cabbage coming up, like when it's
like a wild cabbage.
Kind of.
I can take a picture and send it to you in the morning. I still have them like growing in my yard. Okay. Or if Brandon can pull them up.
I don't know, man. To me, if I saw it, I'd be like, that shit looks poisonous. I don't think I'm gonna.
Right. I swear to you, in house, I was such a skeptic until like 3 weeks ago. I started to. This is what it looks.
Oh no, I'm not denying the effect. I'm just saying if I saw this out in the woods, I'd be like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna eat that.
The boneyard. That's like the first year right there. Then the second year, it'll start to get the flower in the middle there.
I think I've seen that somewhere.
I'm telling you, it grows wild. I didn't think anything of it. We have some in my neighbor's yard. I was thinking about picking.
Yeah, it does grow like a cat. I swear I've seen some. Does it have like felt like?
Yeah, it's like fuzzy, like lambs.
Yeah, I have seen it. I always thought that shit was cabbage.
Oh, yeah.
You see why I was like, that's toilet paper for sure if I need it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was a skeptic for the past I don't know. Cindy Paul, like I said, she's in the comments. She's the last person that brought, or the first person that really brought it to my attention. And I was a skeptic for, I don't know what, the past year, Cindy, easily. I'm like, yeah, nah, that's bullshit. Nah.
It's literally it's considered a pest plant, considered a weed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And
It's
it
like
grows
a
in like
hybrid
a desert.
forage plant too. Like people,
It's weird because
people
it's a
look for
desert
it.
plant.
it is.
Because out here you'll just see it like in random spots of like
Send it to
just
myself.
dry. There's no water. It's like cheat grass out there. Then you see like a couple of these here and there. You're like, what the fuck?
Forgot I took a picture of it the other day and sent it to him. I was like, you got to look into this.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Oh, I got another one of my weird projects that freaks people out right here.
Yeah, what you got?
Okay, so I root clones in a cup of water, like just high quality H2O, nothing. Right.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing wrong with that. If you put if you cut a plant and you put it in water, if it's viable, it'll grow a root. The hormones just speed up the process and aid the process.
Cindy, you just harvested some today. Save a couple leaves, right? Let them do their thing, Cindy, and then send them to me, and I'll get them over to Boneyard so he can try to roll one up with it.
Yeah.
Roll one up with that. I'll roll one up with it. I don't even care. That shit, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I wouldn't, I would stand by it 100%. It has helped me. Here we go. That's
No
free.
way. Boneyard, I know what you're talking about. I see this pretty often.
You see how it's got the fuzziness? This is freeze dried. It still has some of the fuzziness on it. I don't know if you can tell much of a difference, Trey, between the way you dry it to this.
Yeah, mine gets like brown and
yeah. That's the thing about freeze drying it. It gets so fresh. And I think it's going to be a huge thing at one point when people really start to discover mullein more and what it does to the lungs.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Start slinging it, Twisted.
Right?
I'm not playing. I want to, man. That's why I said, yo, in house. I know
The
you got
mullein
it in the
salesman.
warehouse somewhere, I'm sure. Throw some mullein up in that motherfucker.
So like that's one thing why I love like learning about all these different things. It's like so helpful. Like the loofah, I was like, hey, I want to grow my own cleaning supplies.
My wife was just talking about something like that, about the loofah stuff. We have some.
You guys, it's funny. Travy's sending me shit that she be growing all the time. Like one I thought was hilarious was when I just get this picture. She's like, I just grew some cotton. I think I'm gonna make a sweatshirt.
Well, the internet said that I only needed 4 plants to make a shirt. And I was like, I don't know about that. But okay, so I probably harvested like 50 flowers. And if I could get 3 to 5 feet of yarn from each flower, and I'm not even good at
There you
making
go,
yarn.
Jen. Top it up.
I need to find somebody who spins yarn because I need somebody with better skills than me.
I'm not trying to shade your shine at all. I just think it's awesome. It's just random ass Trey will send me random ass shit. She'll be like, oh, look at what I'm doing. This is what I just grew.
Yeah, I was so proud of it. So cool. Like it was such an easy plant to grow. Like it was. So this is like the instructions I found. It was like plant once a month, water once a week.
Basically a cactus.
Yeah, that's what I got. So
she harvested her next merch drop.
End stage emphysema. She says it.
Yeah. Harvest her next merch drop. Yeah. She'll make that order today. She'll make that shirt tomorrow.
I bought like a drop spindle to like do it, but I'm not very not good at making consistent. And so also what I did was I was trying to use like my stems in it too. So like, cause the cotton fibers are really short. So I was trying to figure out a way to use like the stem fibers from my plants to make it stronger.
See that in-house? He still wants that master grower certificate. You better get it to him.
This is Marv. That's Marv.
For one him for years.
Oh, that's Marv?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Marv. You got you might not know this, but you got to weigh over 150 pounds to qualify for the Master Grower Certificate. You have to outweigh the pot you're growing the plant in by 2x or 3x, you know, so how you been, Marv? Get in here.
Yeah, I sent him the link. He's whenever he's ready. I think he might be getting his
Oh, okay. So Marv's now at 162. So I'm putting you on the list right now for your certificate.
There you go. There's a good one.
And I don't think you guys understand. There's probably only like 12 of those in the existence, if that.
What comment was that? Twisted?
Right here, Spanish Casey. It's Dre, I believe, on his wife's account. If you're growing to make a shirt from cotton, you might as well make a shirt from hemp.
Oh, hemp would be dope to do a project with.
I wonder how much hemp it would take.
Yeah, I think I think what we should do is later this month we should do like an end of the summer kind of Thursday where we can do some giveaways. I'll make up a handful of the Master Grower certificates, so the old school crayon style, the legit official ones.
Yeah, it's
And then
crayon.
what's that?
Isn't it supposed to be in crayon? The Master Grower.
Well, I upgraded recently, and I started making Master Grower cards you could put in your wallet. So that way, if you're out and you want to flex on somebody, you can just kind of drop the card down. You know, it's a Black Masters Growers card. So people know you're official, like legit. Like when you bust this thing out, people will be like, "Oh damn, back up, that guy's."
Marv,
that guy's a master grower.
In-house pics and vids, man. He didn't get to see everything. He doesn't live on Instagram anymore.
He lives on X now. If you guys didn't know, In-House lives on X.
Yes, and a friendly reminder. I know I remind you guys every week. I live on X now, and I would appreciate if you guys didn't come over to X to complain about your Instagram account. It's clogging up my feed.
Clogging up my feed.
Every day, man. Like, oh, Instagram took my account and it's a screenshot. Look at this shit, you know, right? That's like, oh, okay, all right, well.
Another one bites the dust.
Well, the thing is, here, look, I don't like to be places where I'm not liked. Zuckerberg doesn't like me, so I'm like, fuck you, I'm going somewhere else. And so until X does the same thing, but from here on out, that's where I be. It's funny because Twisted will hit me up. He'll be like, such and such. And I'll be like, they know where they can find me. And so, yeah, a couple of people have had to actually make an X account just so that they get a hold of me. Well, I can't respond. Like they're like it's still like 180 days or 130 days or whatever left of whatever thing. You can't do shit. So I'm like, all right, you know, Zuckerberg hates me, so I'm not gonna stick around.
That was like my first post on X was that I was breaking up with Zuckerberg for Elon.
Well, it's kind of they got at some point they'll start letting up on it. They're testing the waters because you're starting to see commercials now on Instagram. I think that they want to suppress the community, so it forces you to buy the badge, throw up some ads, and do some dumb shit. You know, like I could see that as a more now shifting as a monetary gain. You know.
Yeah.
But they better stop fucking around because do they not learn anything from like history? Like Facebook is now the new MySpace, right? And then Facebook will take a shit, and then Instagram and a few of these others will do the same, you know. Yeah, there's a couple of people that will be at Freedom Rally next weekend.
So that's what we met Marv at.
Actually, yeah, Freedom Rally was fun. We met a lot of people there.
It was dope. I feel like it was so big. I didn't even get to walk around really. I was just at the booth.
Well, it's the tough part is it's on those type of events. There's so much going on that it's really hard to. It's almost like you got to cram a bunch of stuff into a small amount of time.
I feel like that event would have been a cool one to have the pull-up bar at. We could have got a lot of people to come through and do pull-ups for seats.
Yeah,
That would have been
yeah, we could. Yeah. So I think what other ones we got coming up? There's really nothing in the winter, but Hash Bash is obviously March or whatever. Plenty of time to plan. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in Illinois and then some Ohio stuff.
I mean, you can look at what popular events are happening and then throw like small micro meetups, like because people are already gonna be in town and shit, but they're not gonna have things to do the entire time. They might be nearby or whatever, looking for something to do before the actual event. You can plan micro meetups and shit like that, and just try to make like, some side cash like that.
Well, also too, we kind of end up with a micro meetup because we end up rolling so deep. Because we'll usually start with like 5 people and then end up like the one time we ended up needing a bus to get everybody around.
Yeah, what the fuck? We had a fucking bus, a bus driver.
Started off with a handful of people and then ended up with a full bus.
The bus was short, by the way, guys.
I actually know a guy in like Nashville that runs like a cannabis like party bus, like drives around and smokes and stuff.
Oh, nice.
It's like a dispo on wheels, I guess, like ride around smoking. Tennessee.
We need one of those, but we need like a one that can go statewide. You know what I mean? Go around the whole state, hit the big cities.
Yeah, hard. That's gonna be hard.
We Spooky and I were talking about just doing a road trip across the country. Get a couple of camper sprinter vans and do a road trip across the country.
Yeah, right now I'm just like engaging with the community, getting a lot of like, where are you guys from? What are cool like places to visit near you? So we can kind of map out like either one cool big road trip or like a couple smaller road trips, like to test out the waters and shit.
You guys see that? Merv said he would. Marv said he would be the driver.
Oh shit! I don't know if I can sleep while Marvin's driving. Yeah.
I'm not sure there's an insurance plan that would cover that.
Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, can you even leave the state?
Yeah, you guys gotta complete a background check, or tell us why you can't do the background check. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think he might be on I think he might be on probation. So I'll take the hit when they catch it. So you're all safe. So.
Trey K, do you do any topping or you just let it go straight up?
I'll probably take the top off of this to even it out before I flip it.
Okay.
What about your octane one? Did you top that one? I was gonna ask earlier.
Yeah, I topped all of those. So I did 2 of them. The other one's like smaller. They're both like pretty pungent, but this one right here next to me is like my favorite. I'm excited for that one. I already like want to sprog it. I'm like, this is its first run. Like I took 2 buds off and I have them drying out on my counter upstairs because I want to sample them so freaking bad. Like,
what size pot was the octane in that you showed earlier?
They're in 3 gallons.
3 gallons? Okay. Nice.
Everybody, make sure you are in the link that I just sent in the comments.
Yeah, you guys might be all spread out. Let's check it out real quick. Okay, so we got 30 people in the main channel. You guys are doing great. Lit's got 4 bots on Twitter. Twisted's got 11 on Twitter.
Damn, Twitter's full of bots.
What it does is when people come over to watch, it just keeps the view of how many people are in there. It doesn't down when the people leave. On StreamYard, at least. When people go over there, it's like they stay there. They're there.
Okay, yeah, it stays open when they're not actively on the app.
Yep. I'm gonna start removing some of them now.
Yeah, we're at the hour mark. I'm gonna count the. I did a giveaway. I posted like a post like before this, like a few hours before this. It was like just like a handful of low stress training clips. So I'm gonna count it out and I'm gonna look at the comments and see who was the closest. They all guessed like how many was in the pile. I'm gonna pick a winner like that right now.
97.
I gotta count it. Let me count it real quick.
All right, there we go. Everything's shut down except for Boneyard and Lit. I'll do those.
Shut them down. Anybody's over there, go follow that link. Too late, he already kicked you.
It's over there. I put it in a couple times earlier, so